Every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. How many of you are actually living your life like that? Even though we talk a lot about this, would you know that every experience is an opportunity? When I say no means, how would you be actually experiencing those experiences that way? Yeah. What is it that would allow you to actually have life show up for you, where you are experiencing every experience with open arms and welcoming it, because you know that it will allow you to become a better version of yourself? So I want, yeah, and I can tell you one thing: the day you start living like that, you will have access to a life of infinite possibilities. Yeah, so which one of those infinite possibilities you will choose, it's up to you. There's one way of life where we feel that our choices are very limited. And what is possible is limited, therefore my choices are limited, right? That's one way of living life. Now, in that way of living life, what you will be experiencing most of the time is what? Reaction, resistance, living with polarity, right, wrong, good, bad, agree, don't agree, I like, I don't like. In that state, you are going to definitely limit possibilities. And when you're doing that, so in that situation, what exactly is happening to you, you know that. So let me repeat for the benefit of all those who joined a little later. Every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. That's what we've been saying, and all of you been agreeing with it. It is a fact, but it needs you to live in a particular manner. So if you treat every experience as an opportunity to become a better version of yourself, you will find that you are going beyond polarity, you're going beyond resistance, you're going beyond reaction. Your brain number 3 is becoming more active, you're looking at more possibilities, and you are opening up a life of infinite possibilities. So we have covered this many times in different ways. So let's do a clearing again. So let's do a clearing which will help you to deal with everything that is not allowing you to live a life of infinite possibilities. So here comes the clearing. What have you made so vital, valuable, and real about your judgments, your conclusions, your decisions, your computations that will never allow you to live a life of infinite possibilities? Are you willing to destroy and uncreate all of those? Yes? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100 shorts, boys, poads, creations, bases, and beyonds. So, what you will have to let go of is continuing to hold on to your judgments. So, let's reflect for a moment on all the judgments that you are holding on to. So, what is the sign that you're holding on to a judgment? So, reflect and share it. What is a sign that you are holding on to some judgment or judgments?
Sir, when I believe that what I am saying or my opinion is right, that means I'm judging some situation.
And not only that, you are not willing to let go of that judgment because you're saying, I'm right about this. Correct. Anybody else? How do you know that you're holding on? First of all, good idea to identify what are the judgments you're still holding on to.
I think
Judgments.
sorry. Whenever I'm not happy, obviously I'm holding on to some judgments.
Behind that, there will be a judgment that you're holding on to. When you're unhappy, one of the things behind that unhappiness would be some judgment you're holding on to. More than that, you will find that the judgment has caused you to be in a state of reaction and resistance, and that's what is making you unhappy actually. What is unhappy anyway? Very good one. So, can you share that judgment which is keeping you unhappy?
Sudeepa, one of the judgments is that life should be better. Things should be better. What I'm going through is not the right. It's not really the right experience. I should have a better experience.
Right.
Something should be better.
Yeah, but at that moment, what is the judgment? Because you have a judgment, na? That's why it's saying it should be better.
Yeah. So right now the life is not up to the mark.
Yeah,
Something wrong.
yeah. And if you look at this statement also, when you look at something happening in life and you're saying this is wrong, so you have some expectation, na? What is right according to you? Your mind is telling you, na? Your judgment is saying this is wrong. So if somebody asks you what is right, then when you're
Yes.
saying
Yes.
this is wrong, do you also know what is right? ऐसा जो
Yeah. At that point of time, it looks agar if this happens, then it is right. If that happened, this is right.
yeah. So there will be
There is some judge, which is the judgment, obviously.
there is an expectation also
Yeah. Yeah.
that is not getting fulfilled. So you're resisting it. So when we resist it, the unhappiness becomes more. So a lot of you will start recognizing that you're doing that as well. Just remember when we are doing that, it's actually closing doors to possibility. Okay, one very simple thing is कि भाई, if it's not okay this way, जैसा हो रहा है, that's not all right, then let me create what is okay. I will create what is okay, na? Instead of wasting my time resisting and crying and saying this is not good, that is not good. I will simply create something or set a goal for that and start working on it. Yes, Hari.
Yeah, before answering this question, sir, I just wanted to admit, even for raise this hand, I was some judgment was going. Yeah, I've come after so many days. Should I raise my hand now? I should raise it. What if they will be thinking, yeah, this guy has come and started speaking, and I've overcome the judgment and then raised my hand because I quickly realized it. Yeah, this is itself is a judgment. My answer to your question, sir, is judgment is something which doesn't allow you to be present to any situation. When I say present, somebody is talking to you. When instead of listening to that person, if you go around the external attributes of how the person or where is he coming from, what is he, why, what is the intention behind his, why is he coming to me, and whatever is the inner noise goes into my mind is what I define as judgment.
Okay, so I mean, thank you very much for sharing it, but I did not ask you your definition of judgment.
Okay, okay,
What I'm
okay.
asking you is, how do I mean, and what is it that you'll have to let go of? Because very beautifully described by you, when there is a judgment, there is an expectation, there is something else which is better than what is happening right now, etc., etc., etc. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else? What is happening to you in your life right now which will not allow you to live a life of infinite possibilities? What are you doing in your mind? What judgments are you holding on to? What decisions you're going to hold on to? What conclusions you're holding on to? Yeah. So what happens if you get into allowance about what's happening? Okay, it's inevitable. People die, right? That's what you're saying, no? You can't do anything about it.
Yes, besides that, the self work is also like we are thinking that, okay, I'm able to do this thing like that. And we are trying to manage. There's one distinction like it's circle, square, triangle, but at the end of the day, everything is remain what it is. Like there's no need. I'm sorry, but I'm in self work journey since 11 years. But I think whatever happen has to happen no matter what. So
Yeah,
why
that's
to
correct.
like be running after? It's like chasing a carrot. That someday my life will become good. Okay, someday this thing will come up. Something that thing will come up. But the things are happening according to the way they are meant to be, like destiny.
That's right. That's why we say, no, if you become someone for whom every experience is an opportunity, instead of saying, okay, if that happens, then I'll be happy. If that happens, I'll be happy. The first step is to be in a state where every experience, no matter what, you're not resisting it, you're not reacting to it, you are in allowance of it. Allowance means
What?
it is the way it is. Okay? But what do we normally do? You will see you are also doing the same thing. You are in judgment. There is a conclusion,
Yes,
there is
sir.
a decision,
Yes, sir.
and a life full of competition. ये strategy बनाओ, वो strategy बनाओ, उसके पीछे भागो,
Yes.
इसके पीछे भागो.
I got it completely, sir. Thank you so much.
And you're
You have
not even
shown me the
allowing,
possibility.
you're not allowing yourself to be.
Yes, sir.
So thank you for sharing, and I'm happy if you got something out of this conversation.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, who else? Like I said, what are we making so valuable? So when you make something valuable, what do? You want to hold on to it. Okay? It reminds me of a very, very old story. They put a banana, big, hard, raw banana in a container with a very small opening. Okay? And the monkey put his hand inside and is holding on to banana, and he is not able to remove his hand from that container. So some of us are like that. We want to hold on to that. Banana is what? Our judgments, our conclusions, our decisions, our computations. No, no, no. I'm not going to leave that. And at the same time, we are complaining, I cannot take my hand out of this shit where it has gone. All right. So what will you have to do? What do you think you'll have to do? Let go of that banana, right? Our banana is our judgments. No, I'm right. I know. ऐसा ही है. I'm अंतर्यामी. भगवान ने बोला है ये सही है. Etc. Etc. So all this stuff you know. What I'm asking us to do today is that what is it that you are holding on to still? I'm sure you've let go of many of your judgments and conclusions and decisions and computations, but what are you holding on to still now? And ask yourself, do I really want a life of infinite possibilities? And if a life of infinite possibilities showed up, what would I do with it? It's very interesting, no? If you lived your whole life saying not this, not this, not this, not this, ये नहीं, ये नहीं, ये नहीं, and then somebody came and ask you, okay, ये नहीं, तो क्या? If not this, then what? And you may say, I don't know. All my life I've been looking at what should not be. I've never looked at what should be. So when I say that we live in a default mode, or when we say we live in a survival mode, now you understand what it is. Not this, not this, not this. So what judgments, one conclusions and decisions and computations you are holding on to, When I say computation, you have this sort of a strategy mapped up in your mind that this is the only way it should be. And you keep making it up. Like Einstein said, problems that you have today are a result of the thinking that you have today. So you want to change everything, but you don't want to change your thinking. So what's going to change? So I'd love for all of us to have a life where, every experience is an opportunity. And you say, hey, so when you live your life like that, would you be resisting anything? Would you be reacting to everything? You say, okay, good. But will it make you lethargic? No. So instead of, in our this state that we are in, like Ruchi was also mentioning, we are like a dog chasing its tail all the time. Therefore, even if a possibility is there, we will be afraid of it. Like a new possibility somebody offers you, or you see some new possibility, and your mind say, that looks very nice. But immediately your brain takes over because that's unfamiliar territory. You've never done it before. Everybody knows this old saying, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, then you're considered to be, what you're considered to be.
Yeah, how to come out of such situation? When I was trying to come out of my judgment, my bad dreams, how to remove and how to come out.
But we've told you this many times, no?
Yeah, that
So giving up
I'm
of
doing
judgment
that.
means simple. Now, how do you give up something?
Thinking something else. I was showing the 25 object or thinking
No, first
every
thing,
time it,
see, there is a judgment. Can you give me an example of a judgment that you're holding on to, Gautam, which you're not letting go?
regarding this my present business, it was not running good, and it is having the conflict with the partner. So every time I feel disastrous
So,
and
what is
unhappy.
the judgment? What is the judgment, Gautam?
Present, our office is costly, and they want to shift to the small office, which is will be the economic.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
what is the
location.
judgment? What is the judgment? This is an evaluation. Okay, we are not doing enough business. We are not making enough profit. Therefore, we cannot afford this office. So, we should go to a cheaper office. Now, if you continue with this line of thinking, what will happen one day?
Shift to the cheaper office.
If you continue like this, you will move to a cheaper office. And still, if you are not generating more business and profitable business, then what will you do? You will go even to a smaller office.
Absolutely.
And even then, if you are not generating business and generating profit, then you will close the office and say we'll all operate from home. And even then, if you are not able to generate more business and get more profit, what will you say? Okay, now even working from home, we are not making profit, so let us close the business. See, do you notice one thing, Gautam ji?
Yeah.
Here, see, cutting cost and all very good. Okay, but where should the focus be? There is a judgment and a conclusion that you have already made. If boy, we are spending too much on the office, let's close the office, move to a smaller office. So that judgment is not allowing you to do something more important that you should be doing, isn't it? So what is that judgment? Which is, and what is it that you should be doing which you are not doing? Can you think of that?
Yes,
What is that?
that's to increase the business.
Exactly. So if I ask you, why are you not increasing the business, you will have a judgment about that also, isn't it? You may have a judgment, you may have a conclusion. Can you think of that? What is that which is preventing you from getting more business? You saw a potential, correct? That is why you started
Yes.
the business.
Yeah.
So why are you not able to tap into that potential? So let me ask you slightly differently. What will you have to do, you and your partners, in your way of working, so that you are able to draw more business to you? See, whatever you are doing till now, it is not giving you enough business, correct? So the mind should be going into, how do I get more business? How do I get more contacts which will give me more business? But the conclusion
Yes, sir.
everybody has made is, "Arey, costly, too much office." Fine, maybe that is the, maybe you don't have money to pay the rent, so you better go to a smaller office, maybe. But the priority is that, listen, we have to generate more business. So what judgments, conclusions, decisions, and computations are not allowing you to, you know, make use of the great business potential that is available over there? Can you think of that?
Speaking.
Yes, Gautam. Are you seeing some direction where you can put your mind?
Yeah.
तो ऐसे तो नहीं कर सकते ना. You heard that old story that somebody was looking for something under the lamp post. So a passerby like me asked him, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm looking for my house keys." So he asked him, "Where did you lose the key?" "In the kitchen." "Why are you looking for the key over here?" "Because the light is only here. There's no light in my kitchen." So that's exactly the kind of thing that's going on, isn't it? So thank you very much, Gautamji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
If you need support, it's available. All right. Anybody else before we close the session today? I don't see Hasina ji today. I hope she's all right. So Major Saab, Reddy Garu,
Sir,
yes, anything you'd like to add to this conversation before we close?
nothing, sir.
Okay. So some stuff opening up for you?
Unable to articulate, sir.
All right. Okay then. Thank you very much, everybody. That's all this half an hour allows us to do today. We could do more about it tomorrow if you want. Yeah. Now you'll get more value if you speak up and, share about what difficulties you're experiencing. Yeah. So we'll be able to do much more practical work. So in your new line of business, Hari, you will realize,
Yes.
you know, that you need that, isn't it? Okay. So have a good day, everybody. Make the most of what is available to you today. Bye bye.
Thank
God bless
you.
you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Okay, sir.
Bye, everyone.
God bless, sir.